I asked a popular AI tool to generate a slide on the benefits of artificial intelligence for a manufacturing company, and the result I got was this. What do you think of the slide? The layout looks beautiful, the visual looks nice, and overall it looks professional, right? No, this slide has a lot of issues, and I'll tell you exactly what those specific issues are and what can you do before and after the slide generation to make sure that the quality of your slide improves significantly and it engages your audience. I'm Ram Gopal from presentationprocess.com. We help you present your ideas better. The first issue that I see here is the issue of category labels as the slide title. A category label just describes what is inside the body content. It is not a claim, so you don't have to form an opinion on the slide title, and therefore the issue is your audience doesn't engage with your slide title. Now let me show you a better slide title. AI delivers 5 gains starting from day 1. Now, this is an opinion. Now, people can argue why 5 gains? It could be 4 gains or 6 gains. And why is it starting from day 1? I feel that it starts only after a week. So people can have an opinion on this slide title because it is a claim. And that is the trick. When you make a claim on your slide title, it forces your audience to engage with the content of your slide. Now, let us go to the body content here. Now, once again, you can see the obsession of using labels even as bullet points. As humans, we think in terms of scenarios, situations. We want to know why, how, and none of that is conveyed when you use labels like this. Let me show you a better version of these bullets. I'm not just saying increased efficiency, I'm saying automates repetitive tasks so your team focuses on decisions that matter. I'm not saying better productivity, I'm saying more output per hour with fewer errors and less rework. Now, these explanations are far more engaging for your audience than these generic bullets. Now, the next issue is whenever you claim something in a professional presentation, you always need to back it up with evidence. For example, I can't just say increased efficiency. I need to say how much percentage is the improvement in efficiency or productivity. I can't just claim it gives you fewer errors. I need to show the numbers. So a way to improve this slide is to add these numbers on the side, which show the industry benchmarks and give you clear numbers. Of course, these numbers have to be specific and they need to also have a clear source so you can stand by what you're saying. Now, this is the point where I get off from the AI bus and take control of the slide with PowerPoint as my tool to refine. For example, in this case, I don't really see any point in adding these bland titles when I have a clear explanation underneath. So I would make the change like this. Now, the reason why I use PowerPoint for this is it is practical. Now, if I were to make this change by prompting an AI slide generation tool, I might take forever. Whereas inside PowerPoint, all I need to do is to just delete these and then increase the font size of this and stick them here and it looks clean. The same way, if I need to switch these cards, it is much easier for me to do so inside PowerPoint than to rely on prompting. And the most important thing is, if I need to animate this slide, I would much rather use PowerPoint than any other tool. Now, why do I need to animate this slide? It is because there is a lot going on here. There's a lot of information being shared. When I show this slide on a projector, there is every chance that my audience would be reading my slides rather than listening to me as I explain the points. And I would like to keep all the points on this one slide because they are all connected and they all collectively explain the claim that I make here on the slide title. I start with a slide title like this. Then on a click, I bring in the first point and the corresponding number that validates the first point. Then on a click, I bring in the next point and the validation. Then I say these 2 points, and to summarize, I bring in the last point and the validation. Now, when I present it like this, the audience sees the information one at a time and therefore are not overwhelmed. Now, compare this slide with what we started with. This looked like the perfect slide when you started. Now that you know what issues there are in this generic slide, you can definitely appreciate this other slide. Now, how do we make our generic slides more specific and engaging? It depends on 2 factors. First is in the quality of prompt used in generating your content, and second is whether the tool that you're using is trained for presentations. And to address these 2 requirements, we came up with a collection of AI tools that are specialized for presentations. Let me show you how the tools are inherently built to kill generic output. First, the tools ask you a set of specific questions to lock in your objective and also give you space for you to add all your thoughts and inputs to ensure that the final output is entirely grounded on your thinking. And the end output will have your stories, your personal examples, your anecdotes, your data, and the presentation will sound like you, and that will give you the confidence to face your audience with conviction. And the best part is each one of the tools inside the presentation process AI Club is trained on our 20 years of presentation experience and methodologies. We have added all the established frameworks to ensure that your output is structured the right way. We added all these ideas with principles from learning psychology so your presentation lands with conviction. These tools will change the way you think through presentations. If you want to know more about Presentation Process AI Club, the link is in the description box below the video. And whether you use the tools from inside the AI Club or not, make sure that you spend enough time to refine your prompting to avoid any generic outputs, and also take time to train whatever tool that you're using on your methodology and on frameworks that actually work so your presentations come out looking like yours. I'll see you inside the Presentation Process AI Club.